Welcome to my virtual classroom. Today I'm going to look at how we can conjugate set. So we have some principles that we can follow. The principle says that whenever two set has been given to us in the form of a common bracket, we are supposed to change the operation sign that falls in the middle, and we call it inverse operation. So the operation sign that we have in the middle, if it is plus, we change it to minus. When it is minus, we change it to plus. So over here, the conjugate of this particular set here is when we change the sign plus to minus. So we can write this as root A minus root B. And this is the conjugate form of this set. Then we have another one here. So the conjugate form will be 4 minus root 5. And that's the conjugate. Now we have this question to answer. They say we should multiply the following by a bracket that to make the product rational. So initially, the product of, or the answer to this particular set here always gives you irrational. So if you want to make it rational, then you have to multiply by its conjugate, and the result will give you a rational. So over here, the first result that we can get for the first bracket, we have 2 minus root 3. Then we need to multiply the conjugate of this to the same fraction here. So we have 2 plus root 3. Then we expand the bracket. So 2 times 2 here will give you 4. 2 times root 3 will give you positive 2 root 3. Negative root 3 times 2 will give you negative 2 root 3. Then negative root 3 times root 3 will give you negative 3. Then we simplify further. This will give you 0. Then we're left with 4 minus 3. That will give you 1. So this is the result. And the result is rational, as you see. So when you multiply the set by its conjugate, the result is going to be rational. We need to also work out the next one. And the question is 5 minus 2 root 7. So we need to multiply by its conjugate. So times 5 plus 2 root 7. Then we expand the bracket. So we have 5 times 5, that is 25. 5 times 2 root 7, that will give you positive 10 root 7. Negative 2 root 7 times 5 will give you negative 10 root 7. Then negative 2 root 7 times positive 2 root 7, that will give you, so 2 times 2 is 4, and multiplying 7 is going to be 28. So negative 28. So this is going to cancel. So we left with 25 minus 28, and our result will be negative 3. So that's how we find conjugate of any given set. Let's have more example here. So you should simplify this. So you can see that this is in the form of a fraction. Then the denominator is of 2 expressions or 2 terms. So you need to change the sign in the middle to the inverse form. So it is plus, we change it to minus. So the solution for the first one here, 5 minus root 3 over 2 plus root 3. So we change the sign in the middle, that will form its conjugate. Then we multiply it to the same fraction. So over here I have 2 minus root 3 over 2. So over here is the same thing here. Then we multiply the numerators and denominators. So over here, we are going to multiply them. So 5 times 2, that will give you 10. 5 times negative root 3, that will give you negative 5 root 3. Then this and this will give you negative 2 root 3. This will give you positive 3. Then we multiply this, give you 4. This will give you negative 2 root 3. Positive 2 root 3 here. And this will give you negative 3. So we cancel out this. So we need to simplify the numerator. That is 10 plus 3. That will give you 13. Then negative 5, the coefficient here. So we need to subtract these two sets. So we are putting them together. That is negative 7 root 3 over. Then 4 minus 3 give you 1. And that is the final result. That will be the final result. You find the conjugate. Let's look at this second question. For this second question, we need to, so the question here is 1 minus root. So we have the question here as question B, 1 over 1 minus root 3 squared. In this case, we need to solve the denominator because of the power here. We can't conjugate whilst we have exponents attached to the denominator. So you need to solve for you to get a linear form. Then we can now further work to conjugate. So over here, we need to solve for the denominator, and that will be 1 minus root 3 squared. So we use the Pascal triangle to expand this. We have 1 minus 2 root 3. Then we have here to be plus 3. So that is the expansion. Then we simplify. So when we simplify, so 1 plus 3, that will give you 4. Then minus 2 root 3. So this will be our new denominator. So we are going to use this to work out our problem. So we have to rewrite the question. Rewrite the question, that is 1 over 4 minus 2 root 3. Then we can solve this because it has become a linear form. So we need to multiply the same fraction against its conjugate. That will be 4 plus 2 root 3 over 4 plus 2 root 3. So we multiply them and simplify. So 1 multiplying the brackets here will give you 4, the same thing, 4 plus 2 root 3. Then we simplify the denominator here. So 4 times 4, that is 16. Then 4 times this, that will give you positive 8 root 3. Then this will also give you negative 8 root 3. Then we have this multiplying this, that will give you negative 12. So this will give you 0. So we have 4 plus 2 root 3 over 16 minus 12. And that is 4. So this answer can also be written in this form. Let's simplify this result. So we write them in separate brackets. That is 4 over 4. Then plus 2 over 4 root 3. So we cancel out this. So we have 1 plus, we also cancel out this 1 over 2 root 3. All right. So this is the same as what we have here. So this is the more simplified form of the answer that we have here. All right. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please don't forget to like and share the video. Please also visit my YouTube channel and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much for your time.